My beloved child, I see the weight you carry in your heart. I know the silent struggles that no one else notices, the questions that echo when you are alone, and the moments when life feels overwhelming. You long for peace, for meaning, for love that doesn't fade away. You wonder if such a love even exists. I tell you today, it does, and it has been with you all along. You see, the world often teaches you that love must be earned, that it is fragile and conditional. People may turn away when you fall, friends may grow distant, and even family can sometimes fail to understand your heart. But I am here to remind you of a truth that is greater than the noise of this world. You are already loved, without conditions, without limits, without end. Do not think of love as something you must chase or fight to keep. Love is not a prize to win. It is a gift freely given. From the beginning of time, you were created in love, shaped by hands that long to bring you life. That love cannot be taken from you, no matter how far you wander, no matter how many times you stumble. Listen closely, because this is the foundation of everything you are seeking. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew 22:37-39. This is the greatest commandment. It is not a burden, but a path to freedom. It is not a rule to restrict you, but a key to unlock joy that never ends. Love without limits begins within you. Many times you look in the mirror and see only your flaws, your failures, your regrets. But I see something else, the spark of divine beauty within you. Do not despise yourself, for you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Learn to embrace who you are, because love must first take root in your own heart before it can flow outward. You may ask, but how can I love myself when I have made mistakes? My answer is this: your worth does not depend on perfection. You are not loved because you never fall, but because you were created to rise again. Even in your darkest moments, love is waiting to lift you up. Do not measure your value by the standards of this world, for your soul is priceless in ways beyond measure. When you learn to see yourself through the eyes of love, you will also begin to see others differently. You will notice that even those who hurt you are often acting from their own pain, their own brokenness. And though forgiveness is not always easy, it is the doorway to freedom. Remember, love keeps no record of wrongs. 1 Corinthians 13:5. Let go of the chains of bitterness, and you will find your spirit soaring. Loving others does not mean agreeing with everything they do. It means recognizing their humanity, seeing the image of God within them, and choosing compassion over judgment. It means offering kindness when the world offers cruelty, and choosing peace when anger calls you to fight. Love transforms not only the one who receives it, but also the one who gives it. Perhaps you have been betrayed, abandoned, or rejected. These wounds cut deeply, and I know how they ache. But hear me, the wounds inflicted by others do not define your capacity to love. In fact, they can deepen it. The cracks in your heart can become channels through which greater love flows. What was meant to harm you can become the very place where healing begins. There will be times when the world tells you to build walls, to protect yourself from further pain. But I invite you to build bridges instead. Do not close your heart in fear. Love is risky, yes, but it is also the only force strong enough to heal the world. A life without love is not safe, it is empty. Choose to live fully even if it means embracing vulnerability. Do not forget that loving your neighbor also means loving the stranger, the forgotten and the unseen. When you offer a kind word to someone who feels invisible, when you share bread with the hungry, when you lift the weary with encouragement, you are walking the path of love without limits. Every act of love, no matter how small, has eternal weight. But there is another commandment hidden within the first. Love your neighbor as yourself. Many try to love others while neglecting their own soul, and they end up drained, weary, and bitter. True love is not self-destruction, it is self-giving that flows from abundance. Care for your soul, rest when you are weary, nourish your heart in stillness and prayer, and you will have more to give. Love is not always an emotion, it is a choice. Some days you will not feel like forgiving, some days kindness may feel like weakness. But I tell you, choosing love in those moments is strength beyond measure. Feelings rise and fall, but love stands firm like a rock that cannot be shaken. Remember the poor in spirit, the broken-hearted, the ones the world forgets. When you lift them up, you are lifting me up. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Matthew 25:40. Love is not a distant dream. It is lived out in the small moments of everyday life. The world seeks greatness through power, wealth, and recognition, but the greatest among you will be the servant. Greatness is not measured by what you gain, but by what you give. Love without limits transforms the very definition of success. True victory is found in compassion, humility, and service. I know the path of love is not always easy. It asks you to surrender pride, to forgive when you want revenge, to give when you feel empty. Yet, this path is also the one that leads to true joy. For in giving, you receive. In forgiving, you are set free. And in loving, you discover who you truly are. The love I speak of is not distant or abstract. It is living, breathing, active within you now. Every time you choose kindness over cruelty, patience over anger, truth over lies, you are stepping into this love. Do not wait for tomorrow. Begin today, in this very moment. Love without limits is not only the greatest commandment, it is the greatest gift. It brings light to darkness, hope to despair, and peace to chaos. It is the language of heaven whispered into your heart. Let it guide your words, shape your actions, and transform your life. So I ask you, will you dare to love without limits? Will you open your heart wide enough to embrace the broken, the weary, the difficult, and even yourself? This is the way to life abundant. This is the way to freedom. This is the way of love. Love without limits is a love that never fades and never fails. It invites you to rise above bitterness, to forgive, and to see the beauty in every soul. Each act of kindness and compassion reflects the heart of the greatest commandment, a love that goes beyond boundaries and lasts forever. My beloved child, I leave you with this truth. You are not alone. Even when the road feels uncertain, even when shadows cover your path, love is walking with you. It surrounds you, carries you, and never abandons you. Do not fear tomorrow, for love is already there, waiting to embrace you. The world may tell you that love is weak, but I tell you that love is stronger than death, stronger than fear, stronger than any darkness. Love never fails. Hold on to it when the storms come, and it will be your anchor. Share it freely, and it will be your greatest legacy. Today I invite you to reflect. Where can you bring love without limits into your life? Who needs your forgiveness? Who needs your kindness? Who needs to know that they are not forgotten? Let your answer guide you into action, for love is meant to be lived, not just spoken. And as you walk forward from this moment, remember, you are deeply loved more than you will ever understand. Carry that truth in your heart, let it shine in your eyes, and let it flow from your hands. This is the greatest commandment. This is the way of life. This is love without limits.